You're only a few days away from the start of the 2025 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Series. Hear from some of the sport's top riders as they get ready for the first gate drop of the new year.
We've seen videos of you riding in the off-season. Can you talk about the race and how everything with that went?
Yeah, no, I mean, healed up and good to go. So I started my preseason, I don't know, not really good with the days because honestly I just locked in. But, over a month and a half ago or whatever, started getting back to work, and it's going good. It's going a whole lot better than last year, so that's a positive, and just keep chipping away.
Cool, good to hear. With all the life events and injuries and things like that, does it still give you a sense of confidence knowing last year you were the champ?
Yeah, definitely. I'm same guy. I have that confidence and know I can get back to it. Like, as soon as I got back on the bike, 5 weeks ago now, I felt good right away. Like, I wasn't too stressed about it. I would be lying if I said I could probably be competitive for West Coast because it's going to be a far stretch depending on how my healing's going. But if you give me a good 3 to 4 weeks on Supercross track, I'm right back to where I was. And like I said, the main goal right now is to win that. Whatever championship I'm in is to back it up and finish this 250 career off on a high.
Just like the peace of mind, having a ride locked in, not having to fight for a ride or be a filling guy or anything like that. Like, you're set and you're locked in for the year.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and you don't really realize how much it mentally drains you, but it's so hard as a privateer. Like, you're just wondering the simple stuff, how the bike's getting there. There's so many different variables of just parts, and it's like, like I was taking most of that responsibility. Like, do I have enough chain sprockets? Like, the list is gnarly, so it's kind of hard because that kind of wears on your training and all that. So it's just really nice I just get to focus on myself and go in there and put in the laps and focus in the gym and just feel like I have that much more energy to do all that stuff better.
So I didn't change much since last year, kind of the same winter, let's say, and then I should do the same cost, so that's not gonna change. And yeah, doing the outdoor and the SMX after that, so the winter, the preparation is pretty much the same.
What about new gear deal?
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped with the gear. We're actually gonna release like in an hour maybe, so that's pretty cool, and I'm really happy. I've been with the Alpine Star since from 2019 till 2022, so a few years, and I'm really pumped to be back.
Have you had any time on it, and anything you noticed different from the old bike to the new one?
Yeah, I've been riding it for about 2 weeks now here in California, and there's not a ton different. Like motor-wise, there's a couple things that are a little different, but power feels pretty similar. And then, but the handling, I would say, it feels it's really weird because I think the bike's maybe a little bit heavier, but it feels super light, like underneath you, and it corners unreal. Like, that's the first thing I noticed. So I'm really looking, like, on a Supercross track, it's been awesome. So I'm looking forward to racing it. Yeah.
What are some of the differences that you feel with the new bike compared to the old bike?
The frame, they changed the frame. Engine's basically exactly the same, so the frame is a lot different, more rigid. I'm pretty sure you rode it before, right? Like the bike, it's a lot more rigid feeling. In a way, it's stable, but honestly, still kind of working, so I can't really answer to this question. I'm sorry.
I feel like you voiced your displeasure when you lost the ride the first time. How does the conversation go, like when Mitch calls you to come back to the team? How does that kind of start?
It was good. I've talked to him through the years when I left, and I know a lot of people thought we didn't get along, and hell, I was a 16-year-old kid. I didn't really know too many people, and I was too nervous to talk to him until I was 18. So, we've always gotten along, and through the years we've gotten closer and closer. I feel like when he called me, we felt like it was a normal conversation. He was super good with me, and like I said, I was thankful to get the phone call and for him to give me another chance.
All right, tell us about this new Red Bull deal.
Yeah, it's been a work in progress for a little bit, but obviously being teammates with Jen Hunter, building that relationship through there, and it's hard to pass up an opportunity from Red Bull. It's as elite as it gets, and yeah, honestly, they gave me an opportunity that I couldn't turn down. So super excited to be getting this partnership with them, and excited for next year.
Awesome. What's it like to get the helmet first time?
It's special. You always see videos of elite athletes getting their helmets, and when they brought me out to F1 and did it in Vegas, and when they gave it to me, it was definitely a wave of emotions. Like, it's something you always dream of as a kid, and you watch your favorite athletes. A lot of them are sponsored by Red Bull, and now I feel like I'm one of those guys. Red Bull doesn't hire people that they don't believe can be multi-time champions. So yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
This year, after winning a race last year and leading the points, what does your prep and confidence look like this year as opposed to it did preseason last year?
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar prep. Last year the team made the bike to where I could just go out and ride and not think about what I needed to do on the bike. It came so easy that I could just focus on myself more than what the bike was going to do. So in that sense, that's carried over to this year, and I can just roll through boot camp. I mean, as hard as it is, the bike is one less thing I'm worried about. So I can worry about where my elbows are, where my legs are, where I need to squeeze, what am I doing around these corners, focus on starts, and that's another big thing. They worked on stuff with starts and to get us better on starts, and I think all of those things that they're working on plays into me at the practice track, to where all I need to do is show up and ride my bike, do my stuff and get out. So they make it easy for me to prepare for the season, and I think it's been a good start to the boot camp off season kind of thing, and I think it's going to continue on.
Kind of building on what Anton was saying, how important was it for you to keep that relationship with Troy, even though after the team went down and everything, but you're still in Troy League gear head to toe, so can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was. The sport's obviously growing and doing fantastic, but for some, obviously there's been tough times for Troy. He's got the brand back now, and it went through some hard times, and I'm really grateful that they were able to keep me on board. I'm pretty sure I'm probably be the only TLD guy out on the track, which is a cool thing for me. I've been a single 450 rider. I haven't had teammates in forever, so continuing that same thing. I feel like I'm a leader. I like the pressure. I think it feels good, to show the brands and gas TLD. I want to be that guy and be able to go out there and prove that I'm the guy and can show them what I got, and I'm the guy that could lead a brand. And yeah, it's been good. Obviously, Troy's a legend. I'm super stoked to still be with those guys, and it's exciting here. It's a fresh start for me. It feels fresh, and I'm growing my family as well. I'm gonna have a kid in February, so it's all good, man. Life's good. I'm healthy. I'm having fun, and being at Baker's and being around Plessinger. He was my teammate for a long time, so we have a good time training, and we keep it fun and light, but still put in the work. So it's been really enjoyable so far coming into this new season.
Honestly, really good right now. I would say from last year to this year, it's I feel like a different guy riding. I've been riding for 3 weeks now, and it's been a lot better than last year. We made a lot of improvements with the bike, and also myself. It's kind of a everlasting evolution for me. So yeah, I feel good on the bike. Had a really good day riding yesterday, and honestly, every day I've rode, I've gotten better, and no, vibes are good right now. I'm positive, and looking forward to this year, getting my speed that I had in 23 back, and then also my starts. Stuff like in SMX and even outdoors, I would start in the back, and I'd have to make my life a lot harder. So this year we put a big emphasis on starts. The speed thing is not the hardest thing to get back. I feel like that comes pretty natural. So working on that. But biggest thing is just starts and getting out front and being in position to make stuff happen early. And it's easier to manage the race when you're out front. So definitely a bummer not to be able to even get an opportunity to race for the title, because it was 3 turns into the first moto. So that was a bummer. But I think at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And obviously I didn't get to race Destinations, which was a bummer. But I got really some good time off this year and was able to kind of take that and use it to an advantage and take time off the bike that I needed. And yeah, like I said, everything happens for a reason. I think for me, I needed a reset, and it was good.
Kind of building on that, last year you guys had an all-new bike with Cowie.
Mhm.
Does it help, or did that, you guys were finding setups that like maybe worked or didn't work on new tracks with a new bike? Now you have a whole year under your belt with
Yeah.
the chassis and stuff, that helped you a lot going into this year.
Yeah, I mean, the first year with the bike, you're hoping that you just get lucky and you hit it right. And there's also a lot of things that, like, when we like develop our motorcycle with like parts and stuff like that, that there's a lead time on them. You know, whether it be like different gearboxes and stuff like that. That stuff has to be made by someone, and it takes months. You know, so like there's a lot of things that we learned on the bike last year, and we put our orders in at the end of Supercross, and we're still waiting on some of those parts, you know, to see if they are an actual good upgrade for what we have going on, you know, and what we think that we need to make our bike better. So yeah, it's just trying to problem solve, you know, with parts and everything like that. But I think chassis wise our bike's in a good direction, but I think we have some motor upgrades that I think will hopefully help us.
You and Barsha have had some run-ins in the past. What's it like training together at Baker's?
You know, I've had that question quite a bit since these came over there. You know, again, for me, you always try to look past for that, right, and look forward to, you know, a very positive year. And you know, again, I have nothing against Justin. He's a great rider. He's always been, you know, phenomenal as a rider, and he's even a better person off the motorcycle, right? So there's always things that you know, you always have that encounter with, you know, with anybody, but it's just kind of like my brother and you know, Chad Reed at the time, and now when they get them racing, they're cool, right? So again, you know, everybody has an ego and things like that, but he's a great rider to, you know, train with and spar with. So we don't want to spar too much, but you know, we are definitely getting a lot of respect for each other, and at the end of the day, you know, we want the same thing, and you want to go out there and do the best we can in front of the teams, in front of the fans, and stuff like that.
In a way, do you look at this role as like a tryout maybe for your future after racing? Like Tickles at Cowie,
Yeah.
they have guys like that. Like, do you kind of envision yourself being in that role maybe in the future?
Yeah, I can already see it too. Like, just the way I can talk to the other riders, the knowledge, and like I'm willing to share the knowledge and want to like make other riders better. Like I said, I'm not very selfish with that. So, like, there's days where I'll make Hayden's drinks because he's not drinking enough. So I'm just like thinking about that stuff, you know, and like I want to help these guys out, and so I see myself long run for sure being in this role, and maybe even, yeah, we'll see. I got hurt in Vegas, didn't even crash, just dabbed my knee in the sand section and felt it pop. So got surgery on that, and then I start riding next week, Monday. So it's been 10 weeks, and I feel normal, like my body's normal, my knee's stronger. I'm still working on elbow strength, which is coming around actually. It feels good. But like health-wise, we're back to normal. It's just a waiting game now. So
Is it exciting for you to ride the new bike? Because the last time you rode y'all have been like
Yeah.
a few generations.
yeah, I can't wait. The bike's been sitting there for a couple weeks, and I'm gonna ride outdoors for like a week just so I can get used to the bike again, throw some whips, and then get going from there. So we'll see.